Hey guys, let's say Meet Simmons back in another video.
Men hate disrespect more than we love sex. So if we hate disrespect even more than we love sex, how much do you think we love respect?
Right.
And let me tell you something. I can hear a couple of sisters right now going, well, what if I ain't got nothing to respect him for? Okay, my sister.
Because you know they about to say that.
I can already
What if he
hear it.
disrespect
What
me?
if he disrespect me? First of all, my sis, if he's unworthy of your respect, my question to you is, why are you disrespecting yourself by having him in your life?
And with that, that's enough said.
We end the video right there. If you look closer, this is the guy from the Cosby Show. Yeah, it's Robert from the Cosby Show. He's all grown up now, as we all have. Got a little gray there, like we all do. But definitely remember this guy. He has a very valid point. And there's accountability in his point, and I love that because I get so sick and tired of, especially, and I'm gonna talk about dudes. I get so tired of these dudes getting up here talking about what men, y'all need to do better. I'm so sick of hearing men need to do better. I just want to slap myself sometimes because I get so sick of hearing dudes say that. We're just talking about being married because we're married. There's a yin and yang to everything, give and take, quid pro quo, all those things, all the terms that we use, and a lot of times the reason for a certain reaction that you get from your spouse is because of direct correlation to your reaction or your behaviors, and you got to own that. And there's this thing that we have now where a man is expected just to be a man and embody all these masculine characteristics, no matter what's happening around him, no matter what's being said to him, no matter how he's been treated, no matter how he's been. No, that's we're not robots. And there's certain things that we require, and respect is at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Herein lies the problem. And this is what most people miss.
What's that?
Most women don't know what disrespect is to a man.
I like that.
They don't know. They don't know what it look. They think because I'm not yelling at you, that they'll use that. You'll say something slick and be like, well, I'm not yelling. No. You're still being disrespectful, sweetheart. You're still being disrespectful.
He's saying something slick.
Yeah, there's some slick, some little shaming tactic or something like that. And then when you call them on it, well, I'm not yelling at you. Why are you being so sensitive? That's disrespect. I'll lay another one out for you. Talking over a man, disrespect. And it's taking his disrespect. That's taking disrespect. You ever seen a group of dudes together and they get excited? They get excited about something, and then they start talking over each other. At some point, somebody will say, hey, I'm talking, man.
Yeah.
Somebody, because it's disrespect, it's taking his disrespect. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
And we hate it.
Yeah.
We hate it. And fellas, I need you to understand something. This is for you. You cannot demand respect where you are being disrespectful to her. If you're being disrespectful to your woman, you cannot demand respect from her. That's just simple human nature. Like you can't punch me in my face and ask me for $10. Like that ain't the way it works. Like so, a lot of men think just because they have a penis or because they have a wife that she just automatically has to respect. Respect is always a two-way street. It always is, and it has to be gone about in that way.
I like what you said earlier. To your point, I think a lot of women don't know what is actually disrespectful to men. I think we do a lot of premarital coaching. So when we're talking to the couples, they're nice and starry-eyed. I think sometimes they come into the relationship thinking, well, once we walk down the aisle and we say I do, that's it. Not understanding that this is you've signed up to be a lifelong learner of your partner. Not only a lifelong learner of your own individual healing and growth journey, but also to study your partner. It's funny when we coach couples that have been either married a month or married just 5 years or less, and we kind of break down certain things like, in the beginning we were like this, but now we're 2 decades in this thing plus, it's a well-oiled machine. And they look at us, some of them are crying and some are like, oh my gosh, well, we want that. Oh, you get there. It's going to take a long time.
If you do the work.
If you do the work, but you'll get there. But it is a process. And I think what this speaks to is you have to be a student of marriage. If you want a successful one, you have to be a student of it. You have to be willing to say, this would be a great learning opportunity. Let's say we're having a conversation and I say something slick, like you said earlier. That's also a teaching moment. Hey, do you realize that what you were implying was X, Y, and Z?
Very disrespectful.
And then that's for me to go, no, I didn't even take it that way.
It's not time for you to shame him.
Right.
It's not time
and it's not time to double up on the insults and make more disrespect happen. No, it's a time for you to listen, receive, and go, didn't know that. Because you've taught me so much about men, as I told you, as we've been married all these years. I've learned so much about you don't public shame a man like that. There's a list of things, and then each man is different, so he has his own list, and I'm sure you as men watching, you have your own. But please, fellas, take the opportunity to teach your woman, and women, be teachable.
Yes. And for fellas, one thing I noticed about women, and I noticed, I learned that my wife actually taught me this, and the women in my life have taught me this. To a woman, disrespect comes in the form of embarrassment. Don't embarrass your lady. Don't publicly embarrass your lady. There are some things a woman can get over and get through, but if you publicly embarrass her or make her look bad amongst her peers or fellow ladies, that's a problem. Now, it's the same way for men, but it's a different way you do it. So a lot of times, and this is why men and women are different. Most men will struggle mightily to get over infidelity. And everybody struggles to get over infidelity, but a woman is more apt to get over it if you don't embarrass her. If it's not something that everybody knows.
Don't bring no baby home.
Don't
bring no disease home.
Residual.
Don't be on social media. Don't let everybody, family, friends, everybody know. Don't do none of that.
That's just one broad example. But but for the most part, if you embarrass a woman, that is so disrespectful.
It is.
That's so disrespectful because it takes away from her femininity. It takes away from her aura of being a lady when you embarrass her.
And from you, what I learned, any appearance of emasculating you, whether I'm talking too loudly to you or talking in a disrespectful tone, or I'm making you, eye
rolling. Don't roll your eyes.
Acting any way that would take away from your masculinity is definitely disrespectful. And when you're out and about, whether you're at the store, at church, going to the movies, people watch. People watch. We watch people. People watch other people. So you want to be careful of the image that you're portraying out there.
And on both sides of the fence, courtesy and respect are always on the menu.
Always.
They're always on the menu. They're always at the forefront, and they should always be reached for first. And before you reach for your emotion, and before you reach for your anger, before you reach for whatever, courtesy and respect should always be on the menu. And because when he says men hate disrespect, he ain't joking. And if it's something, men love sex. We love. If we hate disrespect more than we love sex, that's telling you how deep it is for us.
It tells you how high of a priority it is, which would mean for us as women, that should put us on alert and go, oh snap, I need to know what's disrespectful to my man. I need to know what's disrespectful to my sons, moms. I need to know what's disrespectful to my male coworkers. If I'm a female boss, I need to know what's disrespectful to my male employees. Because one thing you don't want to do is to come across, to be labeled as a disrespectful woman, because then now you're placed in a different category. And that protection and all those other things that you're wanting and want it to be afforded to you, they're not afforded to you.
They're out the window.
Yeah.
And he also made another point. Why would you be with a man? Why?
That was triggering the thought of, so you value yourself so less that you are willing to tolerate and to put up with a man that will disrespect you. So again, that makes me think, okay, if you're strong and you're capable of making good choices and good decisions, now you're a damsel in distress. You know what I mean? It's like,
and one thing I tell the guys also is, one thing I noticed, you need to learn how to cut a woman off. You need to be good with walking away. If she is consistently disrespectful and you told her and she keeps doing it, you need to learn how. If you don't know how to just cut a woman off, then that's a problem. That's an insecurity that you need to deal with in you. Because if somebody's consistently disrespecting you, you need to learn how to draw a boundary and walk away.
We've had people that we've coached that the woman told the man, I don't do relationships well. I have a tendency to jack it up. Like she says it, and he's thinking I can love you past that.
No, you can't, bro. No, you can't, brother.
And then she continues to disrespect it, but she tried to give you that out. Like, I don't do this right.
Hey,
I don't do this right.
Her props and respect.
Yeah.
Because she warned him.
I don't do this right.
She told him before, she said, I don't do relationships well. And he still put a baby in that woman and still try to make it right. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And there are fellas that are right now in situations. You were dating a young lady and you saw them red flags and she showed you. Probably even had people around you in your circle that said, hey, that one, that ain't for you. And you went ahead and you either got her pregnant or you went on and gave her your last name or whatever. And now you're in the middle of a marriage and you're talking about, dang, she's still disrespectful. We need to go to counseling. Bruh, from day one, she showed you, I don't respect you. I love you, but I don't respect you. Yep. And as we've already said, that is very much possible. Absolutely. A woman can love you, but not necessarily respect you.
Yep. So there's so much in this arena of respect and disrespect and what is it?
You better go, Robert.
Robert.
I know he gets called that still.
Yeah, I know he probably still does, yeah. But for now, that's enough said.